Okay, what's up, water signs? This is going to be for Scorpio and the girls. Okay, Scorpio and the girls. Okay, this is for Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, water signs. Okay, this is going to be a weekly love reading. My name is Aubrey. As you can tell on screen, bitch, it is my birthday. Okay, it's my motherfucking birthday. 5/19. Make that cash app sing, honey. Okay, make that cash app sing. All right. So, like I said, this is going to be a water signs weekly reading. I highly encourage all of you guys to go listen to the collective message that I put out because literally it sets the tone for all the zodiac signs to come, and you are only getting half the story if you only watch this and not the collective. Okay. Now, also, speaking of only getting half the story, you can go to my website, thealigningsouls.com, to book your personal reading. Otherwise, again, yes, you're only getting half the story. Okay. Now, time and energy is fluid. This shit could already happen. It could be happening now. Divine anything means of God. God is light and love. Just because you watch your tarot video doesn't automatically classify you as a twin flame, nor does it make you a divine anything. Okay. Please leave that alone and really just focus on God and what God tells you. God will confirm to you whether or not you are a divine masculine, divine feminine, a twin flame, all of that. Okay. That is a spiritual journey under God. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this spirit. What do we have as the overall energy for my water signs for this next week? Okay, right off the bat, to the sea. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the exact same message that came out during the collective video. Because of course, okay? Because of course, okay? Definitely make sure that you watch the collective video. But we have to the sea for my water signs. Okay. All right. So this is all about being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, and a natural pattern of events. When external conditions appear to block every attempt to move forward, there's no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You're in a natural cycle, so know that things will flow again in the due course. There's no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow even when the tide is going out. Relax and trust in the abundance that will soon be within your reach again. An ancient mariner saying applies to you now. When fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and repair their nets. So, water signs, there are things that are happening in your life that you cannot control. I'm not going to get too deep into what I did already within a collective video, but I'll just say this. This is a week of choices. Either you want heaven on earth or you want hell on earth. It's really your choice. Okay. And ultimately, I do feel like this is a week where people's choices are catching up to them. And those that have, consistently worked to get into alignment, worked with the universe, worked with the divine, are going to reap benefits. And those who haven't, I don't know what to say. Because for however long, it's been a battle between the mind and the divine. And at some point, can you really say that you believe in God if you go against God every chance that you get? Make it make sense. Right now is not a time for you, Scorpio and the girls, to try to work on what isn't. It's about working on what is, focusing on what works. If something is not going right for you right now, currently, it's because it's not meant to. If you're in a relationship and you feel like this person is not pulling their weight, they're not ever going to. If you are at a job and you feel like these people do not see your value, they're not ever going to. If you're working a job and you feel like it's not going anywhere, maybe it's not. Now is the time to look at the red flags, the warnings that have been on the wall, and instead of trying to force an outcome, listening and trusting the divine. Let's dive deeper and see what's affecting this situation. Spirit, let me get the main three themes. Can I have the main three themes of this situation for the water signs? What are the main three themes for water signs? Okay. Wow. So we have the snake biting the apple, which is all about temptations. We have the lady holding a rose, which is all about expectations. And then we have the coffin, which is all about death and rebirth, transformation, something that Scorpios, you know all too well. This literally is the exact outcome that I was just speaking of. Let me repeat myself. We have the snake biting the apple, which is all about temptation. We have the woman holding a rose, which is about expectation. And then we have the coffin, which represents a death and a rebirth. Water signs, what the fuck are you guys trying to hold on to that needs to be cut and deaded away? It's almost like you keep going back to that abusive, narcissistic ass lover because in your mind, you expect for them to one day wake up and change and suddenly stop abusing you. It's like you keep going back to those friends who throw shade and make you feel like shit, assuming that one day they're just going to wake up and be human and suddenly see that they're hurting your feelings. Like, do you guys see where this is going? Of course you do. Of course you don't. Because apparently. But this is all about being tempted to do something that needs to be cut out. Because of these expectations that you have that are no longer realistic. This is not good. This is not good. People die every day over shit like this. They expect one thing because they're not using their common sense. They expect one thing because they're not trusting their intuition. They're not listening to the divine. Their gut tells them, hey, don't do X, Y, and Z. They do it anyways. And so whatever consequences come after that, hey, the divine tried to warn you. So let's get into the situation. Let's get into the situation. Spirit, what do we have for Scorpio and the girls? What do we have for my water signs? Okay. All right. Situation, challenge. Way through this. Oh, of course. Of course, of course, of course, of course. Of course. What do we have as the situation? What do we have as the situation? What do we have as the situation? I'm not taking that. Wait, am I? Y'all want me to take that? Okay, I'm going to take it. Situation, challenge, way through this. Wow. Wow. Some of you guys might be connected to an earth sign because the earth sign situation is your overall energy. Earth signs needed to, I mean, honestly, I feel like everybody this week is kind of going through that. Where have I been lying to myself? Where have I been deceiving myself? How have I not been, uplifting myself? All of that. Because I fucking warned y'all 2 weeks ago when I said, hello, it's the new moon energy. Focus on your core wants, your core goals, all of that, core values. So now it's kind of like Judgment Day. Okay, because the situation at hand is Knight of Cups and patience. Very interesting energy. Very interesting energy, also very, very telling. Because the situation at hand, mind you, overall energy, we have Trapped in Fear and we have Ace of Swords. Overall energy is you needing to be honest with yourself. Maybe even communicate something, but you being trapped in fear, or you're holding yourself back from just being honest, having an honest conversation either with yourself or with somebody else, or it's just like struggling to experience a breakthrough. But I do feel like it's self-deception. So when it comes to this situation with this Knight of Cups, this is all about taking action, following your heart. Now, this patience is throwing me off Because I don't know if you feel like you're running out of time or if the universe feels this way. Because now is the time for you to follow your heart and get swept off your feet. Now is the time for gentleness, for affection, for warmth. Now, the challenge in this situation is the Hierophant and Rejoice and Celebration, which is my Three of Cups card. So it's almost like you're following your heart. Like the situation is all about you following your heart, but you're having a problem with the execution. You're having a problem with actually getting it done. Like, let's make this make sense. Like, it almost seems to be like a back and forth here that's going on with the signs. It's like, I want love. Like, it's like one day you wake up and it's like, I want love. I'm going to go after love. I'm going to have everything that I want. And I'm not even necessarily saying that this is just about love, but this is the way it is showing up. Okay, so it could very well just, it could very well be about career and money or whatever. But the way it's showing up for me, the way that I'm feeling is, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to claim my person. I'm going to go get them. I'm going to go propose. I'm going to go be in a relationship. I'm going to go have the life that it is that I want. And then 2 hours from now, yeah, about that. Like, it seems to be a lot of bullshit. It seems to be a lot of back and forth bullshit. And that's also, too, why I feel like patience is a part of this situation, because I feel like the universe has been very patient with you, water signs. Extremely fucking patient with you, to the point where now the clock is ticking. And it's like, yo, notice the red fucking flags. You keep trying to go towards things and take action towards things and open yourself up and reveal yourself and reveal your energy and all of this good, nurturing, sweet, loving parts of you to things that no longer serve you. This isn't the social circle for you. This isn't the marriage for you. This isn't the relationship for you. Because you're not being honest with yourself. You're not connected. You're not trusting your intuition. You're not listening to the divine. You're not paying attention to all of the lessons that you've learned in the past. So guess what? Your dumbass is about to repeat it again. I feel like some of you guys might have this thing where it's like you don't want to conform, or it's almost like you're going against, like, and I don't know if I said it in this, I think I said it in this situation, not the earth signs, but it's almost like a lack of faith, a lack of belief, because it's like authoritative issues, but it's like the authority in this situation is God. It's the universe. It's the divine. And so right now, I feel like the universe is trying to get you to do things in a different way, but you're stuck in trying to make something work that clearly does not work. The universe has shown you that whatever this is that you keep trying to force to work, it's not meant to go down that way. And so you're struggling right now to do something different, to live in an unconventional type of way, to have an alternative lifestyle. And so alternatively, it could possibly even indicate that you might be clinging desperately to old ways that are to your detriment. Or maybe simply you just have feelings and guilt and shame associated with behaving in a way that goes against the values that you were raised with or the values that you came into. This is all about you learning to live by your own rules while still listening to your own conscience, which is going to free you from oppression. It's going to open your mind, expand your horizons in a positive way. That's what you're being challenged with right now, because that's what you need to do. And literally in the outcome, we have accelerated motion and we have Queen of Wands. Know what it is that you truly want and deserve and go after it, go towards it. Queen of Wands is somebody who is confident. And again, I feel like y'all are connecting with the earth sign. They had King of Wands. Queen of Wands is somebody that's confident. It's somebody who knows what it is that they want, sets their own rules, beats stomps to the beat of their own drum. It's about you taking charge. This is about taking charge, organizing your life, getting things back on track. This is about being independent, confident, optimistic, outgoing, assertive, but towards the things that you want that are actually meant for you. And not just doing things because this is the way my family raised me. I got to be in this relationship because this is all I know. Or whatever fucking excuse and bullshit y'all keep telling yourselves. Listen, this is the end of the reading. Go to my website, thealigningsouls.com, to book your personal reading. Otherwise, you are only getting half the story, okay? Life is all about alignment, and I'm literally here to help put you back into the universe. So I love each and every one of y'all, okay? Get on your shit before shit gets on you. The Aligning Souls podcast will be coming out soon on YouTube, as well as, Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. So look out for that. I will see y'all in the next one. I feel like I need something.